Parents, I would encourage you to really listen to your children as they talk about their days and their stories. Ask different questions that other than how was your day. Ask questions that would bring about a response. Tell me something about today. What did you do today? What happened at school? Things along those lines. And as your children tell their stories, genuinely listen to them. Welcome back. I'm Pastor Clayton Sellers. I'm one of the pastors at Faith Lutheran Church and Preschool in Carterville, Tennessee. I wanted to talk to you today about family dinner. Eating meals together is an important aspect of the life together as a family, but also and especially throughout the scriptures. The Garden of Eden was given as a place for Adam and Eve to eat of all the fruits of the trees. And throughout the scriptures, there's an importance on eating together and the intimacy and what happens around that meal. Even so much so, there's Holy Communion within the Christian church, and I think we've all heard of the images of the feast that will be in heaven and eating together and sharing these meals. And that really highlights what we all recognize in our lives as the importance of dinner. But we also know that dinner can be a very stressful time. You've got children that don't want to eat certain foods. You feel obligated to make sure that they have food. And then there's the cooking the food or the getting the food and the cleaning up. And then, you sit down and, you're on your phone and your spouse is on their phone. The kids want to be on their iPads, or everybody's talking over each other, or you're arguing and bickering, and then it's just not worth the hassle. But I really want to encourage you to take the time and foster that time together as a family meal. Even if you start off with once a week, setting it on the calendar to set aside the technology and to come together and have this meal together. It's not just scripture that reminds us that family meals are important, but even the research about the development of children shows that eating meals together as a family is key to their development of empathy and of communication and of negotiation and general well-being even. So I want to encourage you to take this time. Now, just because you eat a family meal together doesn't mean that it has to be a 5-course gourmet meal. Maybe you go to Chick-fil-A and you bring your food back and you eat it at home, and you sit down together and you eat together. Maybe it's from your other favorite restaurant, or maybe it's just a frozen pizza or leftovers from a week on the go, and you just sit down and eat together. Parents, I would encourage you to really listen to your children as they talk about their days and their stories. Ask different questions other than how was your day. Ask questions that would bring about a response. Tell me something about today. What did you do today? What happened at school? Things along those lines. And as your children tell their stories, genuinely listen to them. I would also encourage parents to make sure that your children listen to you as you share a story about your day. Again, doesn't have to be anything terribly important, but that you're sharing of your day, and it gives your children an opportunity to listen and to be patient. And then when the meal is finally over, I would encourage you not to just let your children go, but begin to teach some, we'll call them manners, because I can't think of a better word right now. But may I please be excused, or yes, you may be excused, and have them help clean up. Again, this is age dependent, but have them take their dishes to the kitchen. And if they're old enough and capable enough, they can help clean up the kitchen even. And then it can be a whole time. I know that this isn't going to necessarily be easy, and it's not going to be an overnight transformation if it's something you're growing into and experimenting with. But I think if you stick with it, if you persevere through this, and if you push through, I think you'll be surprised and thoroughly enjoy what will happen together from eating regular family meals together. I hope this was helpful. If there's anything else you'd like to consider, please put it down in the comments, and I'd love to have those conversations with you as well.